Day 11, because I'm still wandering around this big ass house trying to figure out what to do. Didn't mean to. I was just making jokes about Fiats. Right? Yeah, I don't do it either. I will say that one of these days I am going to research the shortcut to do an umlaut just because I like the finance. I just like saying umlaut because it's like omelet, but you screwed it up. Like how I make omelets. Umlaut. I always go out of my way to make omelets. I end up with scrambled eggs, so I call them umlauts. Yeah, yeah. I accidentally found the freezer, so it froze all my assets. Exquisite, excuse me, fiance it is then. Shrine. Will 4 coin make me good? Ooh, frittatas. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not even hungry, and you're making me hungry. Well, I can always eat, but you know what I mean. I probably should have asked, but yeah, I was doing the shrine just to see what happens. Making an offering of money may result in the bestowal of a beneficial blessing that will last for several days. It's the best I can do. Ooh, taquitos. Each time I draft a shop room, gain 1 ivory die. Gain 5 extra money each time you roll an ivory die. Next 3 days. Wow, I cannot complain about using 4 gold on that. Thank you, sir. It is much appreciated. Okay, Harpo. Cinnamon rolls? Synonym rolls, just like Grammar used to make. Oh man, I forgot to grab the allowance. I could have done it for 2 more money and see what I got. Dagnabbit, why didn't you guys remind me? Seriously, you guys made me forget to grab my allowance. Left, right, or center, guys. Left, right, or center. Okay, good idea. And the ghoul has spoken left. And same with the ash. All right. Um. Oh, foundation's still there. Interesting. I did not realize that one was going to persist. I don't really need... The only thing I would need out of there is a key. The ash. So I'm going to go with corridor. Anything here? The beautiful Mount Holly, because it looks like a holly bush. Tips Fedora. Like I said, I needed key. Oh, but every time I... No. No. Locksmith will come up again. We grab key. Anything else on the floor? Anywhere else? Really surprised those didn't turn into windows. I really thought they would. Yeah, I need the metal detector. West Wing Hall, commissary. Yeah, I'll go with you, T-Row. West Wing Hall. Is that the same? June 15th, 83. Out of respect for late Lady Clara Epson, I'm going to start over because that was terrible. Y'all forget what I just said. Staff notice. June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we do ask the staff members to refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Just in case for those who are joining. I say go bedroom. Because chapel doesn't really do much good. We've tried that one before. Of course, the secret passage, which I could still get a bedroom out of. What do you guys think? Bedroom or secret passage? I got plenty of gems. Passage? Alright, Tom. You get the vote that time. Hey, an XO even joined you. And I really think doing the bedroom so we get this and I can choose. Really? A key for each bedroom in my house? One? Right. I could do the boudoir, and we can get the safe, which would only give me a gem. Or I can do the servants' quarters and gain at least an extra... Oh yeah, blueprints. It's awesome. Yeah, I know. Only one. Wish I could ring the bells. Did we read these? There are 12 major keys. Yeah, we did read that. I got a shovel out of it, too. No. Taquitos are best served warm or hot. Pizza is best served cold. You cook it fresh, you eat it fresh, but it's always better the next day if you have any left. Right? I mean, lukewarm? Nah. Yes, Thanksgiving is almost always leftovers are always best. In fact, I've made some brilliant leftover soft tacos from Thanksgiving turkey. Well, I don't need that hallway's not going to do any good. The den will give me all three ways. If done right, turkey tacos are amazing. The library will give me a way forward, deeper, and rarer draft. Yeah, that's safe. I've known several people that hate turkey. I've also known several people that said they hated turkey but just didn't have it cooked right. So it just mattered. So, I mean, if you don't like turkey because it's always... right, Tom. If it's always dry, you should try brined turkey. There we go. The EPCW Pump System User Manual. Pool Series 8. The EPCW pump system is engineered specifically for the luxury requirements of today's indoor, in-ground swimming pool and spa. The EPCW system is also expandable, allowing you to use multiple pumps to control the water flow and volume of several different designated tanks and aquatic house features, be it an aquarium, fountain, or good old-fashioned swimming pool. Water level indicators, source labels, selection buttons. The water control panel. Whether you're using a single tank system or an array of pumps, the water control panel serves as a central hub to your EPCW system. The panel is fitted with a number of buttons equal to your own home needs. One button for each different water source on the estate. The function is simple. Press a button to select the water source you would like to adjust. For example, if you wish to drain or fill your pool, simply press the button labeled Pool. Regardless of the number of pumps or water sources being used, water can only be adjusted from a source if its corresponding button is touched. Selected. After you have selected a source using the water control panel, the next step is to set the pump associated with that source to pump either in or out. This will initiate water flow to or from one of your supply tanks. To the tank, pump lever controls water flow direction. To source selected, the pump. A pump may be connected to one. Okay, I am going to agree with you there. Ham is the better than turkey. Just saying. I have never had good duck. I have heard that duck is good. I have never had it. A good one. A pump may be connected to more than one tank, allowing you to store and retrieve even more water. Recommended for cleaning larger Olympic-sized pools. In these cases, the tank a pump is using can be changed by a single flip of the switch. Quick Start Guide. Use water control panel to select water source. Use pump lever to set water flow direction. Zonk, 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 zonk. Duh. Okay, well, I had figured all of that out. I grabbed this book for no apparent reason. Green Jeans, you make that for me, I'll give it a shot. Oh, I was clearing my throat. And I will say that I have had elk pepperoni. Oh, so good. Yeah. Sorry, it's difficult when I talk. Get a little catch. Mount Holly Records. I've already messed with that. I should actually be paying a little bit more attention, because I thought that was a coupon book for a second. Because there's items to be found on occasion. And then the scrapbook. Okay. Actually, it was a poor guy that fed it to me. His family just hunted a lot. He was one of my good friends when I lived in northern Nevada, and his dad, his bio dad, which he was still on good terms with, hunted a lot in Montana where he lived. Oh. But there's only one way in and out of the study, so I don't understand the point of that. Oh, never mind. It doesn't say just in... Oh, but the attic. Oh. The attic and the items. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say the items. The items are so worth it. See, already getting gems back that I spent on it. And I think last time I screwed up, and I think I missed an item in here because there's supposed to be 8. And I keep forgetting to count. Yeah, use a key. Hopefully there's a key inside. Okay, it's not a key, but I grabbed the coin purse, so that just pumped my friggin' money up. Was that 8 items? Does the chest count as part of the 8? Yeah, I know. I've looked out there. I don't know what you're pointing at, old man. Yeah, me calling him old. Old-timey man. Ah, key. See, this is why... Yeah, exactly. I think they're all skeleton keys. But this is why I always make a second sweep. Because I think one of these times is where I missed the watering can. I also love the music of this game. It is so calming. So we go back to the entrance hall. Ha! There's just something about old school, like, lo-fi jazz. I know a lot of people don't particularly like, you know... Yes, noir jazzy. Thank you. That is... I don't know. I have some very weird tastes. Yes, Ash, thank you. I'll get right on that. One bottle down. I normally go through 2. Hey, milk is actually supposedly more hydrating than water. Oh, yeah. Doing the 4-way passageway is basically useful. Pantry is useful. Good. Apparently it's a thing here. I don't know how much I believe it or just how much the Dairy Council is trying to get people to believe it, because how can it be more hydrating? Like, how can it add more water than water? Now, if it's because people are drinking cold water, I might give it, because a lot of people don't understand, while cold water is refreshing, it actually doesn't hydrate you as well as room temperature water, because your body has to heat it back up to a useful degree. It's actually one of the reasons why I almost always drink room temp water, which a lot of people look at me and go, really? I think I'm going to do the 4-way. Yeah, lo-fi is so good. I really like some of the lo-fi stuff I've managed to pull off too. Apparently Ghost does too. Nope, wrong way. I'm going to try and go deeper before I start going sideways again. Commissary now is a good idea. That's true. Yeah, I'm going to do the commissary. Oh, that's right. I get the extra die. So, okay, same notices. Oh, and I noticed on the developers page, they're planning on putting this game in at some point. So you actually will have a mini game in the game. Ooh, hot sauces. I could use some hot sauces. Keys, brass, okay. And I didn't get the running shoes, so I still don't know what they do. The compass allows me to get more north doors, or the ones that lead towards where I'm trying to go. So I'm definitely going to grab that. And I'm thinking about grabbing a key, because that's what screwed me up last time, was running out of keys, and that's been a chronic problem. Gems I'm not worried about. So that leaves me with barely anything. Gems are valuable, but if you look, I've still got 6, and I find them quite often. Oh, and I can repeatedly buy keys. That's nice to know. First, I probably should look where this is going. Okay, this leads deeper in. The kitchen and food for sale. Oh, true. If I do the bedroom, I'll at least get more steps, but I also have a chance of getting the closet, which will give me more items. So I'm going to try that. Aw. Sometimes I get items. Now it's the... Okay, I'm not seeing any items. Other than like the postcard. Greetings from Reddington. And it's next to a bedroom, so I can get 4 items. Which I'm going to go ahead and do. Sledgehammer. Wow. And there we go. So now I've got both the shovel and the sledgehammer. It was worth doing, because all I have to do is go back to the passageway. Okay, that's not going to do any good. All of you are bastards. All of you... Right? I think I'm going to do the kitchen, because that'll give me... Or should I re-roll? I get money when I re-roll. Because the only one that lets me go forward, or not even forward, is the den, and that just connects to the entrance hall. Yeah. Why you gotta be the screen door on my submarine? 10? Ooh. This was actually very useful last time. Hey, no problem. You just missed out on the deepest lore of the game. We're done now. Sorry, Tom. Yeah, right. so have I missed anything? I have not missed anything. That's actually rather impressive with how many different rooms I've got and stuff. So now we set the key card system to low so we run into fewer doors. And now we change the offline mode. Sorry, it took me a moment to realize what you were responding to, Tom. And that's funny. Yes, I know. I need to find a way to shut you off. And I haven't found any other rooms. Oh, I hate this. Now I have to find rooms that will let me go forward. There we go. Because that'll lock me off. That will definitely lock me off. Now we go back to the entrance. West Wing, more likely to be locked, but you're lying because you're printed and not handwritten. So I have to take the observatory, because it's actually a good spot for it, rather than use my reroll. I should probably look, because what is it, 5 stars this time? Diamondus Minor. And the twin? I didn't realize that would happen. And yes, you're right, 6. I didn't realize because 6 doesn't actually have its own that I would get a 4 and a 2. And it's even better because we're so close to the entranceway. I can just go there, get the items from the chests. Because I don't even have to use key. We got the car keys, which are absolutely useless because the garage only spawns on the West Wing. Is that a special key or a regular key? Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Intriguing. I am not familiar with that. Yeah, but we'd have to find our way back over to the West Wing for the car keys to come in handy. And we want to turn on the power to the garage. A courtyard, which will let me use the shovel. Maybe. Aha. Dig, dig, dig. Can you dig it? Pebbles, and they weren't even fruity or chocolatey. Well, we're just winning. A key. There we go. I'll take that. No, just making sure. Yeah, because chapel, drawing room, that's an easy one. That's a secret that just keeps on giving, isn't it? Yes, 0415. We just keep getting more gems. So straight ahead still. The den's the only one. Ah. I'll use you for now. Yeah, I thought that might. Rumpus Room. We haven't gone here yet. So we get to go to a new room. Oh, we have gone here. Never mind. Because we'll get to talk to Alazara. Yeah, you were right. You're definitely right, T-Row. Alakazam. Alaka Wibbly Wobbly and Timey Wimey. Because he tells the future. Cinematic.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Whammy wham wham wassle.
The image is becoming clear. I see the darkened cloud of ruin, familiar to us both, now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes.
Oh.
Resting upon 8 pedestals.
I've got 3. There's 8 of them.
And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7.
Really?
Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms. There is a letter missing. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alazara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Even though it's like one of the few voice acted lines, man, whoever they got to do it is just perfect for the role. But 8 letters, but I'll only ever find 7. And the pictures, there's one picture missing. I really want to make a joke, but I refuse. Oh, what was that old show that, like, it didn't even get to finish out its season run? I was so mad because I was getting into it. But they had, like, their big villain. Like, it was kind of, like, set up like a weird, like, Twin Peaks, but not... What was it? But their villain guy was called the Magic Man. What are we doing? Encouraging Tom? Do I want to use a special key? Just a regular key. I can't remember the name of the show. I wish I could remember it, but it was on Fox, I think, because I was watching it through Hulu, and it got to like episode 6 or 7, and then it just didn't go. They didn't let it go any further. Den's the best one. I think I'm going to use that. A PowerPoint. The only point in power is to corrupt oneself. Powered shared even corrupts, but slowly. Well, slower. Sorry, I was talking back to the dog. Yeah, I was going to say pool. The other two are red. So far, the point of the game is that you are trying to get through. No, Constantine was a good movie or a good show. I absolutely annoyed. But you're a kid that's exploring a house that changes every day, and the whole point is to get to this antechamber that's up here at the very top to get your inheritance. But there's like this story that you get to learn along the way. If you like kind of chill games that are about solving puzzles, it gives Myst vibes, stuff like that. It's that kind of game. I've really enjoyed it so far. I play it every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm on my 11th day. Oh, yeah, Riven was better. I mean, but Myst was the originator. And yes, hi, how you doing? Glad to see you in here. The difficulty can be very esoteric depending on some of them, but once you solve the puzzle, it's solved. So I would say the difficulty is medium to hard, but some of them are like super easy. That's the best I can say. It's mostly about learning, like some of the puzzles you just can't solve. Oh, no problem. Like it's just the deeper you go in, the more difficult the puzzles. I hope I'm explaining myself properly. So key card, which I do not have, and I have never discovered a key card yet. I'm on day 11 and I have yet to discover a key card. Right, I was looking. What were we saying? What was that, Green Jeans? Oh, but it blocks out part of the foundation. Yeah, either way. Going in the kitchen. And I have plenty of money to buy food. And they didn't even leave me anything out. Jeez, jerks. Well, once you solve it, the next time you find that room, it's the same solution. I guess is what I mean. So, I mean, yeah, a lot of it has to do with RNG, but there is a lot of strategy that you can use to get beyond that. Well, who doesn't love bacon and eggs? Plus 10 food steps and add a morning room to today's draft pool? Again, I've never found some of these rooms. I have no idea even how long this will take me to beat the game. Well, let's try the lockpick first. Okay. I think I'm going to do the special key. 2 hours. I go from, well, 10 p.m. my time, which is central, and midnight. I at least get a day done. Sometimes it's 2. Like tonight, with the way it's going, I probably will get a second day done. Oh, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do the Great Hall again. I have the lock pick, which has helped me get through some of the locks. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say the Great Hall. Oh, hey, you're no problem. I have no problem stopping and helping. I really don't even think my chat minds too much. Um, and I will try to get to your questions as quickly as possible. Sometimes if I'm in the middle of doing something, I might wait, but I will get back to you. Um, yeah, I honestly was watching a playthrough is which by Lord Minion 777 on YouTube, also known as Wade, if you know anything about Markiplier. Um, he was doing a playthrough, and I watched like the first one and saw that I wanted to play this game, so I stopped watching. So I don't even know where to go. I think that game might be a little too slow and esoteric, but I can always give it a shot. Tom, Fell Seal is actually pretty good, but it's also super long. I mean, I guess I can give it a shot and see what people think. But I was also planning on making Saturdays. Like right now, we're doing Killer Frequency for Saturday, but I have a feeling that that game I might have 1 or 2 more Saturdays out of it. And I was thinking about possibly trying to afford. Yeah, true. Wait, is it a multiplayer? I didn't realize that was a multiplayer one. Um, I was waiting till right before bed, so it's anytime. Um, oh, okay. Like audience input on the teams and stuff. We could try it. I mean, I'm so new at this. I'm more than willing to try anything. Um, but I was thinking, after Killer Frequency, I'm gonna see about affording some of the Chilla's art, or maybe there's the new one, Unfollow, not Unfollow. There's a new game, the newer series that I don't know puts me in mind of Chilla's art, but they've stepped up the game. Um, there's like Unfollowed. There's like 4 games that they have up already. Right. Go on and, hey, maybe for fun, I could let each audience member who chooses to, like, we recruit, get recruits enough for, basic audience members. That might be fun. So you each have your own little character and you tell me how you want me, what you want me to do with them. Something like that. I don't know. We'll figure that one out. Anyway, I'm going to do the Great Hall. Well, it comes back to storytelling. I won't say D&D because me and D&D have a feud right now. Mainly because Hasbro pissed me off. But I do a lot of tabletop gaming. I just want to use the lockpick on all of them to see where I can go. There we go. Okay, so that one leads to a spot. Nothing special. Wait, there was French? I don't see anything that's French. Okay. Et tu Goulet? Well, Hasbro ruined two of my favorite pastimes. Magic the Gathering, the upgrade disc. How far back is the security room? Holy crap, that's a long way back. Yes, I know, pardon my French is a figure of speech. Same puzzles to get new rooms. The new rooms are more random, like you have more of a rarity as you go on. Um, Locker room, I haven't gone through here. There is all three of these we have not tried yet before. Um, how do I explain that? Do you have to solve through the same? Well, I mean, you have to solve the same puzzles, but like right now, I mean, I'm 11 days in, and all three of these, I think, with walk-in closet is the only room that I've ever gotten before. I haven't got the conference room, nor have I gotten the locker room. So I don't know if there's new puzzles in there, but you get new rooms just for getting deeper. Like I'm right next to the antechamber. Oh, I didn't realize I was that close. I think I'm gonna do the because I don't really need the keys. Locker room? Okay. I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Oh. Oh. And I can't. Okay. Are all of these going to be locked? But I'm supposed to get keys in here, not use keys. Crow and Crown. Oh, yeah. With MTG, they ruined it. Me personally, with D&D, and this is a controversial opinion. Yeah, I probably will find more. I think they made D&D too accessible. And so now it's so watered down that instead of actually creating viable games for other people, for other ways of playing, they tried to make theirs so generic that you could do anything with it. So it's kind of like the curse of being... Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. Okay, and Kirk Darren was... Oh, I don't want to use my last key yet. The chapel is the only one that opens. And I know there's something to do with levers. But is there some... Yeah, and I have to be careful because if I walk into that blank space, it takes away a step. I know there's somewhere I have to find a place to place the levers, which I have a lever, and I have the chance. Yeah, I didn't figure. So let's see if, by chance, a key got spread into here. Right? Well, and what I like about the game is that once you get the basic understanding of how the game plays and flows, you can zone out or miss a day here and there, and you're not really missing much. I'm just mad that they won't let me pick the lockers. I'm just looking to see where keys may have spread. Yes, I could also run to the commissary. True, true, true. They were selling keys. Long way back. But I need to go back to the security room anyway. I didn't try the... Okay. Okay, so I only get one chance at it, so I'm just going to leave it alone for now. Let me know if I'm an idiot and miss a key somewhere. And y'all are fine. You guys can give me... Yeah, okay. New key. Oh, I didn't realize we could have gone that way. You know, might as well draft it while I'm here. Dining room. And what do we have for today? Ooh, lemon herb crusted fishy. Lemon glazed salmon. Hey, I was close. I don't have an aquarium. That's not really worth waiting for the extra 20. I like fish, depending. I like ocean fish. I am not a big fan of river or lake fish. I'm gonna be honest. Unless they're like very specific, but like trout, bass, I can give or take. You get me some ahi tuna, mahi, you know, I've had all sorts of fish. Of course, I was a merchant marine, so, you know, kind of goes with the territory. I will tell you, you've never had good tuna until you've had ahi tuna. One major key, one minor key. And that takes me to the foundation. Can I play? What are you? Key to the secret garden? And just a regular key. But there might also be extras. Can I play drums? No, I can't play instruments. Denoted in verse. A clef? A treble clef? Find here within these first words sung the key you seek in major tongue, but half the sheets are missing from the four you hold, the rest far flung. A half note held is quite the pun. Among this scattered symphony, a message hidden beneath the keys, in bold words sung by you and me, a fractured note, an urgent plea. In bold words sung, I do repeat, the ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due in all the rage that will ensue while working on this simple clue. White pages lined with melodies do hide words we've come to see. And from our choice among all these, we write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. Okay, so the bold notes. First, words on white first words on white do the yeah, because I mean on is obviously bold. First is half's not bold, not compared to that. It's taller. Okay, so first words on. No, that white's not bold. First words on the. I got that right? That's my guess. If the first words find a the, see, that's already white. Find the but the a, no. Oh wait, find among the white. So like the find among the white, would that mean like the white notes? Because we've had red, green, and white notes. I think this was an important place. I don't think it had musical at all. And I want to figure out how to move that stupid thing. The elevator. Why don't you just let me jump? Coin. I'll take a coin. Not that I really need it. Because it's not repo. Turnip. So that's what they mean by it doesn't reset each day. Should we use the secret garden key, which hopefully opens up to a secret garden? Oh, because it's not repo, it won't let you jump. Thank you. We'll be playing repo Friday. What do you think? Secret garden key? I know. But, oh, and I can't. Even if it doesn't have an exit, I can go back to the pool. Or I can go back to the Great Hall and go out that way. No, I can't because I'll be putting the secret. I'm going to try the secret garden key just so I can find out what it does. Oh. Well, there we go. But the lockpicks worked. Redrawing. And I locked myself, kind of. Yes, yes. Now I just gotta try it in every single one. Gem required one? The nursery. We haven't been here before. Right? It is the nursery. Yep. Dragon. Honk. Okay, so 304. Safe deposit key, box key. Mama Goose. Haha. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna hydrate before this one. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had love for all things red. It is the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he ever was outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one made him happy whenever he was sad. A story he had read in the bath and the bed. And maybe you can guess what the clues, with the clues we have set. It was a story of a boy who always wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you may, reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Huh. Oh, and I love canary yellow. So there is nothing left here. But we can go this way. I think the chess pieces, and this is just my going theory, is that they denote how rare the room is. I don't want to use my last gem. The pump room. I'm trying to get better at it. So yeah, keycard room. Okay. We got the pool. Can we pump in? Oh wait, no. First, let's pump out to the greenhouse. I don't want to spend forever on this. But it can't pump out. At least of my understanding of what we've done so far. Well, one of those should have worked. Well, I appreciate that, because I really do try. Well, we can go see what we did to the pool. ACX. Ah. I could possibly do that. Right, foundation, straight down to music room. What do you mean I can't just jump down? So see what happens when we pump down the pool room. I'm sure it could be. I just think mostly it has more to do with my confidence level than anything. So I can't... I don't see anything in here. Ringtones, huh? Yeah. I might. Don't know. Mainly I say I don't know because I don't know even how to do that. Like, actually make it... And if you're wondering, I'm going back to the security room to at least upgrade. Because unfortunately, I think I'm running out of not steps, but places to go. Unless I can get a key card. Should look for keys because I'm going to rooms I haven't been yet. And keys were supposed to be distributed. See, that's what you got. You giving me a big head about my narrating, and now I'm like stumbling over words. But I think before I start doing narrating too seriously outside of my own channel, I need to get a better microphone. Mine seems to be wigging out on me. I mean, it was a cheap microphone, so I'm not complaining. Courtyard. All right, what are we gonna do to it? +2 gems, 5 dig spots. A quarry yard. A corridor and a courtyard. Yeah, exactly. Okay. The courtyard always costs gems, but to at least get some back, do you think that would be a smarter move? Because you don't always have the shovel. And it always being unlocked is not a bad one either. What do you think? I appreciate. I'm thinking the gems would be the best long-term solution. Because this is random, but, you know, a courtyard is also not bad. Yes, we do. Or at least do our best. There we go. Sorry, I have been up since like really early for me, like 7 a.m. this morning. So I did just yawn and I apologize. I forgot to mute myself. See, those were both keycard rooms, weren't they? The pump room and the pool? But the chapel wasn't. And the Great Hall, so I need keys. Thank you, locker room. Well, that's right. I still have a bunch of stuff in the locker room. Oh, they only have 3 keys. And I don't need the gem. Well, I'm gonna get a set of gems. Because this will just give me 2 steps, which solves nothing. I have enough to do this. I'm curious. Because I've still got the Great Hall. Being able to grab more keys would not be a bad idea. I should have checked the... Almost forgot to check my... Well, once I figure out how to do ringtones out of my songs, I very well might. I've already read that note. Unless people want me to read it again. Hartley, I know we have spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you in numerous times in the past. Half-stated gratitude always interrupted with tactful and polite reputations from you. I had always known this final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces, but I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better suited to meet the needs of young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post. But as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I have decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details left. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this manner. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, friend, Herbert. Just in case people forgot what it said. And no matter, it only spawns the keys when you open the door. I never looked at this. Mr. Ryota, Miss Babbage has told me that you will be overseeing network maintenance over the next few weeks while I will be gone, and I apologize in advance for the extra workload. I believe I will be back in Reddington by the middle of February, but even that is not a certainty. Either way, I do not anticipate there will be any major issues while I am gone, as the difficulties we were having last month with the terminal connections seems to be resolved. If there is an emergency and you find yourself having to enter the central server site, I have set you up with a temporary admin key to allow you access to network administrator controls. Admin key. First 4 letters of your last name, followed by first initial. The first and fifth character should be capitalized. If you have any questions, please let me know in the next few days before my departure. Which would be RUOT. And your first initial would be H. HRUOT. Wait, which ones were capitalized? first and fifth character. So the first and last. And of course my pen decides to be, at this point, to be a butthead. Somebody on that? This is what I get for having nice but old pens. Are you kidding me? There we go. I didn't realize that one would do that. H-R-U-O-T. There we go. Right? At least I'm assuming. And that's a temporary admin key. Might only be worthy at the central server site, but I wonder if it would work in the security room, since I have to go back towards that way anyway. Hartley. But that's just a guess. Yeah, Route H. H-R-U-O-T, wasn't it? Ryota? You have a good night, T-Row. R-U-O-T. You transpose the U and O. That one says Mr. Ryota. This one says Hartley. Yeah, the library doesn't actually connect. Yes, there you go. Ryot H. It'd be faster to go all the way through. No, because I need to go to the security room. Just in case this works. R-U-O-T-H. Okay. Wait, is that what I just did, right? Okay, it was worth a shot. So I need to get to... Look what I missed on my way through. See, this is why I'm doing another looky-loo. Go to the pool and into the kitchen to grab some food. vault. But this is the only one that lets me go forward. But we have a safety deposit box key. Oh, but this is the only one that lets me go forward. What do you think? Should I check the safety deposit box key and end the day? Because, I mean, I'm sure we're getting close. Okay, it's not that bad. Safety deposit box key. Okay, because I don't know when we're going to be able to get that again. Now I need to find the freezer again. It is Tuesday, November 17th. Remember when I was trying to set up the time lock? And we have it to 3:04. Another upgrade disc. Passport. Fin Erez. International passport. Diplomatic pass 455. I don't think we need the rest. Surname. Ribbon. Given name. Jean. Nationality. Arasian. Date of birth. 7/9/56. Sex. Female. Date of issue. 1/10/84. Date of expiry. 1/10/94. J'ai Rebon. I don't know, it feels like French. Makes me wish I had the friggin' magnifying glass. So we got money, gems. Oh, for a minute I thought that was something. Hey bud, can I borrow your staff? I think a cleric needs it. Don't worry, I'll get you a new bus. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. I couldn't resist. Ouch, must have been bad. Not one person's laughing. Oh, now it's a pity laugh. I see how you are. Valid. Did I really just... Guys, I may have just got lucky. Yeah. But I still don't have... To continue up, you must go down. The basement key. Yep, Yep, Scruff does that a lot. And it's not a permanent? Oh no. The office was another place we needed to go. And it's the only one that gets us. Oh no, we've been to the office. Hi, sir. This was 0303. Nook. I definitely would not mind. Send me. Turn it into a breakfast nook and get bacon and eggs. Two keys, extra steps. I think. Yes. Oh. We can guarantee if we get the nook, we get the library. Extra steps plus bacon and eggs did something else, and I can't remember. Or extra keys. And I don't think we've ever had a glut of keys where it was just like, what's the point in getting more keys? So what do we think? I'm leaning towards keys, no matter how much bacon and eggs makes more sense, you know. But I've already got the orchard, so I already have, okay, keys. Yeah, it's kind of where I was going. I'm not going to question it too much. So, what was it? Run payroll. Oh, okay, well. Spread gold now like it matters. Return to main menu. Log in a network, which I don't think there's any reason to. Password accepted. I'm in. Yeah, I can do the special order. Still want to find out what the damn running shoes do. And I can't think of anything else. Then we go to open this. March of the Count, which is March is the third month. There's 3 of the Count. That's him. Which makes it 0303. March. 3 counts. More gem. And this will be a dead end, doesn't really matter. Basement key off of the office. Of course not. Secret garden off of the office. Secret garden. Are we actually getting some good stuff here? Like, is this progress? Again, it's neither fruity nor chocolatey. If you're gonna give me pebbles, they better be fruity or chocolatey. Or aquarium gravel. Not that I have a fish tank, but you know. You gotta get it piece by piece. And I don't have whatever's supposed to go in here. I almost guarantee you're supposed to put something in there. Yeah, I'm kind of weird. One of these days I want to get like a really... What did that do? Huh? North, south, east, west. East to west. There we go. East to west. Pointing at this thing. I can just tell that this moves. Should I have it align with the goose? To go north to south? Or south to north? Can you see how it aligns with the goose? But again, I have no idea what that's gonna do. Can I get an orange? Alms for the poor. Sorry, noms. Noms for the poor. I will literally make myself sick eating oranges. See, I thought with this impression, you know, pointed at it. So I'm just gonna snacky wackies for the downtrodden. Snacky wackies. What other wheel? Oh my god. I didn't even notice there was two wheels. Good night, EXO. See you tomorrow night. So now I've got not that it's gonna do me any good. Oh wait, that means I now can go straight through. I thought I had to put something there. Nice eyeballs, by the way. When you said other, I didn't even see that there was another wheel. I feel dumb. Nothing changed. Showroom. Items for sale. Because I'm a fancy lad? Ornate compass? While drafting, you may rotate the first 3 floor plans you draw. Damn. A chronograph. 24 karat chronograph. While drafting, you may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. You are more likely to draw. Save for tomorrow rooms while drafting. Master key. Opens all normal doors. Moon pendant. If you call it a day while wearing the moon pendant, you will start tomorrow with 2 of the items in your inventory. Oh God. Yes, life is worth living again when your dog forgives you for being stupid. Hi, Meow Meow. You actually came to grace me with your presence? Sorry, the cat's visiting me. Well, by visit, I mean staring at me from across the room, wondering what I'm doing. I can't afford the master key, so it doesn't matter anyway. The chronograph. Yes, Baby Ash. And the moon pendant. What do you think? You think those are 2 good buys? Because of course you point that out, and I turn around to tell her that, and she's already gone. Well, that's useful, but I won't be able to save it for today. Right, see, that's what I was thinking, is I can't win today, so I was thinking the moon pendant and the chronograph. Because if I can hit the freezer, it means it saves everything I have currently. There we go. Is it the same? Okay, good. It's the same stuff. I turn around and see another, thing, but it makes me wonder what some of the other things are. Like, I'm sure some of these are just for show. But yeah, see, like, I bought that one. There's the key. There's the compass. Okay. But is like a gem necklace? Yes, the kitty cat's name is Ash. Ash. She's not that dumb. She's just funny. More items. I think the one that lets me keep progressing would be the best bet. What do you think? Even though it's the maid's chamber. Or I can redraw. That's right. I can redraw. What's the... Oh. Check one item and retrieve it another day. I could retrieve the chronograph later. What do you think? or any one of these things. Pantry to find the freezer, actually. You're right. That's valid. That is very valid. Thank you for being the brains of the operation. Somebody had to do it. Glad it wasn't me. So it doesn't... And I'm just going to try the basement key every freaking time. Veranda. Greenhouse. But that locks me. The veranda keeps me going. I think this is the most rooms I've ever put on the map. Got an extra key. I'm happy about that. Metal detector. Another key. Well, I ain't complaining. One of these times you're gonna work, mister. The morning room allows me to not continue, so it doesn't matter. I can redraw, which I think is my best bet, even though the mailroom might be worth having. Boiler room. And I get to move forward. Yeah. Oh, this is already... already open. Oh, son of a gun. I want you to go that way. So let's get some power. I still want to know what that does. Nope, you need to be turned back on. Did it save it from the last time I... You're on. What am I missing? I know I'm missing... Oh yeah, this. You're on. And I need to send you that way. Because once I get the power going, I can move it back. There we go. Well, I'm gonna do the ballroom. Clara and Simon. Is it supposed to be Lune Eclipse Ball? Ein Eclipse? In Eclipse? But I thought my name was Simon. Under those stars the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide on and music swells, and at the end the clock strikes 12. What that means only time can tell. Two remain for one last dance, and spin again around clock hands. And as they turn a second chance to rise above the falling sands, the true time lost in past romance. What? Are they implying that Simon goes back in time and becomes like he's his own grandfather? Right? There's literally nothing else here. Right, and that's true. But it's the sands of time thing. Oh, anybody remember what the other words were? Because we've got R. True. White words. First words on white are true. I have come so freaking far. Morning room is the only one. Well, I didn't mean to automatically. Now we have 233. We're going there's a lot of stuff in this. We are doing so good. Oh yes, I just love my tea and crumpled teeth. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Okay, so we've got 2 safe deposit box keys. Well, 3 of them now. So we have to make it back to the vault. Which we're here. We have to go. We should have enough steps. Let me hydrate. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. November 5th, Reddington Herald. In the blue hours of Wednesday morning, the venerable Baron of Mount Holly, Herbert S. Sinclair, passed away at the ripe age of 73 after a prolonged struggle with a heart condition that had been kept from the public eye until his final days. Esteemed as a pillar of society and renowned for his penchant for crafting puzzles, he was a source of endless fascination to our readers over the years. Not least through his popular column, Baron Bafflers, which he penned over a decade. The particulars of the announcement of his successor yesterday has left his devoted followers with one last intrigue to ponder. The reading of his will precipitated a flurry of speculation, for his niece and presumptive heir, the much beloved and lamented Mary Matthew Jones, has been missing and presumed deceased for the past 6 years. Miss Jones, better known to our readers by her pen name, Marion Marigold, enchanted the hearts and minds of children across the realm with her literary creations, such as The Red Prince, Swimbird, and A New Clue. Her disappearance remains one of the age's most tragic mysteries. With her whereabouts unknown, it was Marigold's own son, Simon P. Jones, a lad of but 14 summers, who was yesterday named the provisional heir to the sprawling Cinca Empire. However, this vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contractual condition. Given the Baron's well-known penchant for tests of mettle and wit, it's clear that the young heir from Reddington, distinguished in his own right as last year's County Science Fair runner-up, faces an extraordinary channel in the coming weeks. More to follow. And that's it. Okay. I am like absolutely jazzed that we've made as much progress today. I can't re-roll. Boudoir is the only one that allows us to move forward. Moolah. And if I remember right, 2512. Due to a glorious guess of our wonderful XO, who is no longer with us because she had to sleep. Sorry, I couldn't help making the joke. I mean, I could have, but it wouldn't have been as much fun. Come on, everybody knows the basement goes off of the boudoir. It's how you have your dungeon of particular kind. Yes, sometimes I'm a goofy goober. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. The running shoes. I finally get to find out what they do. Occasionally save steps when traveling longer distances across the estate grounds. And a lucky rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding items. Can I put on the hat? It's kind of a bowler. Fedora. A straw boater. Oh, and I gotta make it back to the vault. Right? Like, this is gonna be a lot of items. Sorry, I had to ban somebody. Yeah, look at my... I've almost filled up every inventory slot. Sorry, where was I going? Down, around, up, all the way through to the vault. Which chapel dropped down? Pool. Well, yeah, I mean, I've got to be on the shot because XO wasn't here, but I forgot you're a mod too. I mean, Infinite's here too. I just happened to get it. My brain, I'm slowing down, sorry. Like I said, I'm kind of tired. No, I can't go to that door. The pump room doesn't connect. See how it's the border there? I have to go out all the way down. Sorry, all the way through the office and down. Right. Right, Ash. I know. You're still here. If I had 8 more coins, I'd buy the other item. No, that's fine. I mean, it's better to you check, you know, to try and make sure I'm not making a mistake. And it's through to the office. I went one too many steps. I have to go across to the pool. Dagnabbit. Because the secret garden doesn't... I wasn't... See, we both made mistakes, Green Jeans. I'm going to be paranoid every time. Banana. Oh, at least I can keep buying bananas. Let's get up to 20 steps. Pool, up to the vault. But... oh my god. It's through here. I'm not trying to do the key again. All of that to gain 1. It's through here. So what numbers was it? 149 and 233. More allowance. Permanently raised by 2. I'm getting so much money. Now whose passport? Is it another one of Mom's? Ha! International passport. Diplomatic pass 455. Oh, see, now there's ID. Hayes Samantha. 1/12/54. Same dates, Samantha Hayes. So she was a spy? $249. 233. Fat stacks, y'all. Holy crap. Danielle's Gray. 11084, 11094. Compromised. This was the only one that was not compromised that we've ran across? Right? Because these are all ID scratched out, assuming it's compromised. So what else did I have? Oh, I still have an upgrade disc. Well, I went right through the office. Office is closer. Yeah. Now what room do I get to permanently upgrade? The aquarium. It's already one of everything. So now what do we get out of it? Extra money. Star. Or power source? What do you guys think? Because all of these are good. I don't see anything wrong with any one of them. But the only one that's permanent is the stars. Yeah, it would be electric eels so that it would be useful for power. But I've only ever drawn the aquarium once. Stars? I'll go with that. Because stars are permanent. I agree. But other than getting a key card, we're locked. I do want to try one thing, if I have enough steps. I want to try to go to the foundation and see if there's some way to use that basement key before I'm out of steps. Have to go through the dark room. Yeah, Great Hall. Wait. Oh, darn it. The den. Through to the dining room. I was trying to figure out why the metal detector was detecting a banana. Yeah, this was the only thing I could think of that would lead to the basement. Yep, radioactive banana. Metal detector didn't go off. And a key card, yeah. Since I didn't get the breaker box. Arg. I didn't mean to do that. That is not what... Put it back. Oh. I still don't know with where those pipes are positioned, how in the world it's pumping out at the bottom of the tank. Because it makes no sense. So I filled the fountain. Yeah, I'm going to call it a day, and I'm probably going to call it a stream. Because I can't get any further anywhere. Have a good night, Tom. Call it a day. Gonna call it. We made so much progress. Like, so much progress. Mount Holly Garden Bed and Breakfast.